What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, coming at you guys with probably the most requested deck profile I've had since the publication of the March 2013 ban list, and it's wind-ups. Everyone has been asking about the wind-up list. They've been asking every YouTuber that I've actually been on. There's just random comments saying, do a March 2013 wind-up list. And I've had quite a few PMs and comments asking me to do this, so I figured I'd do my take on it. I haven't really shopped around for lists. The only video I've seen is Waffles is one, but I knew about the Invoker play before that. I played Invoker when the deck came out. You can check some of my old videos. But literally the only video I've seen is Waffles, and the rest of this is literally all dueling network testing. I have a more up-to-date variant that plays Daigusto Emerald and Tin Plate Goldfish, but seeing as I'm in the UK and we don't have access to dual terminal cards, I'm not playing that variant, but when they're out I will be putting that variant together and showing you guys it because I prefer it to this one. But this is how I'm going to be playing wind-ups in 2013. To start this off with, I really want to establish the fact that this deck has got nothing on mermails and things like that. This is maybe tier 2 at best, but I really don't rep it as that much of a deck. It's slowed down a lot and it's lost a lot of its consistency. But if you're looking for a fun time, if you're looking to actually make wind-ups a fun deck for a change, then this is for you. So we're going to start off with, and I really hope I've got this in shot, 3 copies of Wind-Up Rabbit still. Wind-Up Rabbit is, of course, and has always been the best card in the deck, and is still the best card in the deck. There are so many plays in this deck that now centre around it, especially tripping off your Magician and cycling your Magician, because that one Magician you have now is so important, and Rabbit works so well with it, making direwolf plays and crazy stuff like that. Continuing on, we play 3 copies of the Rat. I know towards the end of this format, people have been playing 2 Rat, but now Rat is one of the few powerhouses this deck has left. The ability to play 3 Rats and a Tour Guide gives you 4 level 3 Xyzers off of 1 card plays, so it's pretty worthwhile. I definitely wouldn't cut it to 2 in this variant. I mean, some people have, but again, with direwolf plays, you can just have so much fun with Rat. It's so good. And especially in tandem with Wind-Up Warrior, which this deck now plays, it's incredible. Then we play 3 copies of Wind-Up Shark, because Wind-Up Shark is still an incredible card for the deck. Not much else to say on that. You all know how good Shark is. It's still essential for your Magician Shark play, because there is a Magician Shark play in this deck, so I don't see why you wouldn't play 3 Sharks. Then on to the one-ofs, we play 1 Wind-Up Magician, sad face, but 1 Wind-Up Magician, it's a hindrance, yes, because you can't make OTKs simply off of the Wind-Up Magician Shark, but of course, as people have established, there are ways around it, with things like Summon a Monk and Tin Plate Goldfish, which I really enjoy using, or Tin Goldfish, which it is in English now. Tin Goldfish plus Magician plus Shark equals the same play that you would make with the Summon a Monk, but minus the spell cost, so we'll see. But Magician, still integral for so many plays, still so good, you'd rather play the one than the none, so play that Magician. And then finally, the last Wind-Up monster I play is 1 Wind-Up Warrior. There's been a lot of debate between Wind-Up Warrior and Wind-Up Soldier, and up until creating this final draft of the profile, I was playing a Warrior and a Soldier. The Warrior is really good with Wind-Up Rat, because Warrior doesn't have to target itself to boost its level, it can target one other Wind-Up monster on the board, so you can use this guy to target the Rat and make a rank 4 Xyz, because they both become level 4, or you can use him in tandem with stuff like Wind-Up Shark to make a rank 5, so he's quite good. He changes a lot of things. He can even be used like on the board if you have a Magician out to bump the Magician if you have a level 5 Shark. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff with him, so I definitely think he's a card that a lot of people are going to find some really fun plays with. So I'm looking forward to playing a format with this card. But as I said, I won't be playing this deck competitively. I have Mermails and Fire Fist for that. Speaking of Fire Fist, we play 1 copy of Fire Fist Bear. Now, of course, you're probably wondering why I play Bear, and of course, I'm going to answer that now. I play double tanky, but we'll get to that later on. The Bear is in there, as I said, for the tanky plays. It's instant searchable removal. When your tanky goes off, you're either going to be searching the Bear or a Wind-Up Rabbit. The Rabbits, of course, are really good for going in tandem with your factories and things like that. But if you should ever need spot removal, you can just go tanky, search this, summon it, kill the tanky, kill your opponent's monster and set a new tanky so the next turn you can search out the Rabbit anyway. So Bear puts in a lot of work, and with the amount of removal some of the Xyzers in this deck can provide, you can even just drop the Bear without the tankies, and then swing to get your tanky to get your Rabbit play. So the Bear is very good in the deck. Originally, on Dueling Network, I've been playing a build, my Tin Plate Goldfish build plays 3 tanky 2 Bear, but I felt the need to thin it down. And the double tanky really helps aid with the consistency of this card. Double Summon a Monk. Summon a Monk you all know its effect is a really old card where you can ditch a spell and get a level 4. So of course you're going to be going Monk, get Magician, or depending on what plays you have access to, you'll be getting other level 4s. But that's usually the Monk Magician play. Monk, Magician, Shark. You have Shockmaster. The reason why I play the Tenki of course, is a double Tenki is better than the one Tenki. It gives you more spells to abuse with the Summoner Monk. I believe I had to play 11 spells. I didn't feel comfortable with any more than that. But the Summoner Monks, I don't draw them that often in testing, and especially with Sangan out the game, you're not going to see them that often. But they were definitely very viable. I definitely really like them, but the deck is a bit more inconsistent. It does require some very odd hands to go off. So I'm going to see how it plays out. But the Monks are okay for now. I preferred Tinplate because Tinplate can be abused with Salvage, but Monks it is. Then I play double Tour Guide. No Sangan, no Night Assailant. Just Tour Guide, get the other Tour Guide. That's the play you're going to make. If you're going to Avarice, you can put them both back. If it gets Veiled, oh, boo-hoo. It happens. But I felt the need for just double Tour Guide. Didn't want to put the Night Assailant in. There was no room. So I just played the double Tour Guide. For a stun element, I play double Thunder King because I still felt that double Thunder King is really good in the deck. I really enjoyed playing it in the last format, and Thunder King is really good against things like Fire Fist if they don't have the Lance, or if they don't have a set Tensu. I think it's Tensu. No, Tensen. The Axe of Despair trap. And it's also pretty good against things like Mermail first turn. It's good against quite a few things, so I still felt that Thunder King was a really good card. And then I played double Snowman Eater because this deck plays Salvage, and I felt like having more water targets. Because Salvage is ridiculous with Wind Up Shark, but I felt that playing 2 Snowman Eater over a 2 Reaper would make the Salvage a bit more live, and give you more access to removal. Because with the kind of speed of some of the decks out there now, I felt that the double Snowman Eater was going to be really good for killing quite a few big monsters. So, double Snowman Eater it was. On to the spells. I play 1 Reborn, 1 Darkhold, and 1 Storm, as per the standard lineup for this deck. I play 1 Salvage. In my Tinplate Goldfish build, I play 2, because I play 2 Snowman Eater, 2 Goldfish, and 3 Shark, so the Salvage is really good. But the Salvage just gives you instant access to a double Shark back to the hand to give you access to basically any Xyz in the extra deck. So why wouldn't you play the Salvage in this deck? Yes, it does draw dead at the start of the game sometimes, but the very fact that you're playing triple factory and you have lots of ways to get your rabbits online to sort out those factories, it's a pretty live card. I'd rather play it than not. And then I play the 1 Avarice, of course, to recycle all of your plays, because this is still windups. It's still abuse Avarice. Then for the more than one ofs, I play double MST. Double Tenki, as I explained earlier, gets rabbits and gets bear. And then the triple Wind-Up Factory, because Wind-Up Factory, I believe, when I check the list, is still a 3. So why would you play any less than 3 in the variant? Rounding off the main deck, we're going to move on to the traps. We play double Compulse. I'm playing these over D Prisons because I just felt that Compulse was a better card at the moment. Just play a pref, I guess. Play a pref. 1 Mirror Force, because once people see the 1, they're going to be wary of the 2nd, so I felt that 1 was enough. And it's kind of the 41st card in the deck. So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I like Mirror. Play double Bottomless, double Torrential, 1 Warning, because Warnings are 1, and 1 Judgment. And that is the main deck. On to the extra deck. So we're going to talk about the best card in the extra deck first. x-saber Invoker. Good old Invoker. The new card that lets all the OTKs go off, all the big plays. Personally, I still don't rep this card. You're not going to be making that play that often. People have been putting it on eBay for 30 to 40 quid, and I think that's ridiculous. You shouldn't pay that for it. I got this in for 10 in trade. So I mean, even I thought even that was a bit high, because I remember a time when I had 4 and I got them in for peanuts. I got them in for about 5 each, and I traded them all off. But I mean, Invoker's okay. It opens up a few plays, but it's not something you're going to summon every game just to get that Wind Up Warrior out of the deck. So it's okay. I like some of the plays it gives access to, but you can live without it. 1 Acid Golem, because you need beat sticks, put it that way, and there's room for it now. You just need that Acid Golem, it's good. 1 Leviathan Dragon, again, when the Acid Golem is gone, you have another beater, or when you don't think you're going to win in 2 turns, you have access to this. 1 Leviair, because it's Leviair, and you can make fun rabbit plays by abusing this. Zen Mains for Storage. It's not that good anymore with things like Tiger King doing the rounds, but it's still Zen Mains. Giga Brilliant for the OTK. Tempo, because it's still Tempo, and it really craps on Xyz's. And that's the rank 3s. For the rank 4s, we now have to play double Papal Imperative. It's Papal Imperative. Sorry about all the rummaging in the background. Cupcakey's walking around picking up stuff. 1 Mace Stroke because it's Mace Stroke. 1 Utopia. 1 Direwolf because you can make amazing plays with Direwolf. It's just so good. And 1 Shockmaster. And then for the 5s, I only play Tyrus and Andreas at the moment, mainly because I don't have a Zenmayo. Because I threw it in with a trade for Cupcakey and she still hasn't got me a new one. But I didn't really feel the need for one at the moment in this build anyway, so there isn't a Zenmayo in here. But otherwise, that about rounds off the list. This is my kind of March 2013 wind-up list. It's still a diamond in the rough. I need to test this a lot more, but this is the build that I'm really enjoying playing at the moment. If you want me to do a combo video on it, I can do, but I don't really want to. But if you guys want to see a combo video, please feel free to comment that in the section below. It gives me more opportunities to produce more videos. So if you guys think you'd watch something like that, please let me know. If you have any changes or if you have any variants you want to show me, please feel free to drop me links or tell me what changes you'd make to this. I'd love to test out loads of different variants, loads of your ideas, because I really like wind-ups and the things you can do with them. Otherwise, this has been Jamie the Kid 00, and this is a fun deck for March 2013. Have a good one, guys. Bye.